We'll do another reading. Still here, Bella. I have my kitten. She's black. So let's go ahead and do the tarot card reading. We'll pull all of the cards out of this deck that I am doing. Please let us go ahead and what I'll do is I'll ask for more subscribers. Please God, please with this oil, please bring me more subscribers and more money. Please make it so that way I get more money at this moment. That's only what I said out of my prayer contributions to this event. So now let's go ahead and see here. Okay, so we do have the Hierophant. So this is a major connection. The Nine of Pentacles, okay? So the Nine of Pentacles is going to be exposure to somebody here who is in an independent state. Someone who is in singlehood. So this is about like you're talking to someone who's in a single or immature or less mature state, but this person is also extremely mature. This person is very smart. And there's this neutrality that arises here from a from maybe some kind of giving. There could be some kind of gift here. And this is like some kind of communication about like some kind of pain here. Okay? And then we do have the Four of Pentacles. So this is like kind of like holding back some things that are to be announced. And then we do have the Eight of Pentacles, which is going to be like working on this, okay? Hi. Okay, and then we do have the Seven of Swords. Okay, so the Seven of Swords is going to be like this energy of trying to get away with like work and this neutral behavior. Okay. And then we do have the Fool, which is going to be like this release of emotion. And then so there is like this release of emotions, some kind of jump or leap that is surrounded by all of this pain. And this person is actually giving out, like somebody here, like you guys, are giving out your energy. And this could be a masculine, this could be a man talking to somebody who is single. And this is going to be like this man could be holding things back. And this man that is a married man, encouraging marriage. Somebody could be encouraging marriage. And this is going to be like someone like getting away with it. Because they actually have like heartache. Okay? Hi! Chloe? Okay. And then we have this King of Cups. Okay? So this King of Cups is going to be like, it's going to be this compassionate energy that this married man, or this man who's encouraging marriage, he's going to be giving out his energy, right? And he's going to try to encourage marriage into, like, the single people, the single person. But they will also be like, yeah, like I'm like cool, like, I do like the right thing. Like they're happy. This is a very happy and fulfilled person. So like this person is very happy genuinely. And like, like maybe somebody needs to put in some kind of work in order to, like, meet these standards of this person who has great standards, right? So like someone would have to meet this person's standards, and this is going to be the Seven of Pentacles. So the Seven of Pentacles is going to be like, you're going to have, I know that you're independent, but you're going to have to work, you're going to have to wait for it to grow. And this is also going to be like some kind of confusion here. This person isn't going to really necessarily know exactly what they're dealing with. So they are going to literally like just go a little bit crazy. So they're gonna go a little bit crazy, okay? Um, and then we do have, and they have thought about competition, but they leave it alone. They don't mess with it. I'm telling you. But then we do have this King of Pentacles, and this King of Pentacles is going to be like them focusing on their wealth. They're just like, yeah, I know that guy over there is happy because, he's trying to help the world and everything, or help me. But okay, is that better? There's also a gleam of light, so. But, yeah, so basically this person is going to be, that's okay. If you can hear me, that's perfectly fine. Back on. Okay? Alright, good. It's all that matters. If there's like a technological problem, it's just because of interference and stuff, like ghosts. They're making it so we can't see things. Those are ghosts. And the Two of Swords is also the ghost card. Okay? And anyways, we have this King of Pentacles. Exactly. So the King of Pentacles is going to be like this person, like that's trying to get away. They are going to be focusing on their job, and they are going to be focusing on how they can work things out. They're going to be focusing on how they can work it out. They are literally going to listen to this guy, but they don't want this. They don't want like anybody to see like their reckless behavior. And then the Queen of Cups. So this is going to be like a happy couple that literally is just like, yeah, we're happy. Like, like what's up? And like maybe even this Hierophant, who is like a pope or a priest, he could be comparing certain things to this particular happy couple. And then we do have this World card, which is going to be new beginnings and ends to trauma. So this is going to be an end to trauma cycles. And this is about like, working on like your trauma cycles. Like, someone is going to tell someone like you need to work on your trauma cycles. And then we do have this what is this, the Nine of Swords. So the Nine of Swords is going to be this depression. And that's the reason why this person is super neutral. Have you ever been depressed? You become so neutral. This person is so depressed that they just express neutrality. Like that is how depressed this person is. And then we do have temperance, which is going to be like, yeah, like this person is totally going to have an understanding and a heartfelt connection to this person who gave them a lesson. So they have recently gotten this lesson, and they're just like, oh my god, I didn't realize that. Maybe they didn't realize, they didn't have a clear understanding, because with the Two of Swords, that is a lot of confusion for this person. So they are completely confused. And this is like literally like them finally taking advice. Maybe even because of like them getting super depressed. And then we do have the Eight of Wands. So this is going to be like great communication. Like also caring, like deep empathic, communication, and fast manifestations. So, like, this person has been manifesting with their angels, and they are focusing on, like, making their life a better place, and they're focusing on, time, their own time, and what they can do to make things better in order to heal. So, this he's actually going to become, this is because, like, it seems like everybody wants this person to heal, right? We all want this person to heal. We want them to be in a better state, right? And they will heal. Okay, so now this is going to be the moon, so things are going to be a little bit dark when it comes to, it's almost like there's going to be no contact here, after maybe a conversation. And this is going to be a hit in the gut. This is totally going to be a hit in the gut because, like, honestly, like, this is going to, like, be, like, a hit in the gut on probably both sides, right? And this is going to change this. This person had a change of perspective that causes this hit in the gut. It's just what it is. And then we do have this three of cups, right? So this Three of Cups is going to be this reconciliation, right? And it's just gonna feel like a slap in the face, like, because maybe like somebody is gonna go like it's like wild energy, and like there's like this change of perspective, but I don't think that this person like is like being very kind right now. They are very neutral, and yeah. But then we have this spark of light, right? And this energy of a flame in the dark, and this is going to heal and restore. Now the conflict is going to get lighter, right? But it's still going to be there. um and then we do have a standing of grounds, meaning that there's going to be like, you know this, I don't really know. This person is just like, this is about someone being there themselves, okay? So like they have like, you have also, like, this is going to be, okay. So yeah. So this is probably like, them having a change of perspective after they see like you making an elevation. So, like there's going to be this spark and reconciliation after an elevation, and someone is going to kind of have this change of perspective because they're going to see that they were fighting for nothing, and someone was just really trying to help them. And then there's this catastrophe, um a falling of insecure foundation. And then we have foundation next to this, meaning that there's going to be like destruction of insecure foundations to rebuild. So somebody could have like um seen that someone had insecure foundation, and they were trying to build this person up. And that's the reason why this person needed to like maybe work on certain things. But it seems like, like anyone can have insecure foundations. Not necessarily like the viewer, but like, But then we do have the Five of Pentacles. Like, my good eggs. You guys are always right. Always. But anyways, we do have the Five of Pentacles, okay? And that is going to be like this major five energy, 555 right here in this column. So there's going to be a lot of major change, and this could even be fighting just for the fun of it, okay? So this person could be arguing or combating for the fun of it. And then we do have the, and I do sense a laughter, like someone's laughter. And then we do have this Two of Pentacles. So this is going to be a shift, okay? So this person is really kind of just messing around. So, yeah. Okay, but anyways, this is going to be the last card that I pulled just because I'm kind of tired. So this is going to be the Judgment card. And this is going to be like the awakening to this this um this tower. Okay, and then I gotta see what's happening next. So this is going to be the King of Swords, and the King of Swords is going to like talk about certain things, about like how they want to they are certain that they have a secure foundation, that they have a a good job, or they're doing what they need to do. And this is a wish fulfillment here that is coming true with these burdens here. So like, I mean, yeah, like, we can get our wish fulfillment, but, let's like remove the burdens, right? So now that's all that I have. That's all that I have right now for you. So I'm like really tired. But I hope that you guys have a great rest of your day. And then we have my sweet boy. Bye.